This is me.
This is me.
This is me.
这是我。
This is me.
This is me.
And this is us.
Everybody, welcome back to another episode of This Is Us. More specifically, for the month of October, which has been dubbed Meet the Blind Month or Blindness Awareness Month. Today, I have with me somebody who I like to call Shasha. Hey, Shaniece.
Hi.
Yeah.
Shasha from the block, you know.
That's right. So real quick, everybody, for you guys who are tuning in for the first time, This Is Us. This Is Us is the opportunity for all of us to be able to come out and be able to, in the Black community, that is. Sorry, I was getting a notification. In the Black community, be able to come out and tell our story, and each of us be able to kind of share with you just daily stuff that we're going through. Now, Shaniece, you ready to get it started?
Yes.
All right. So, Shaniece, can you go ahead and tell us your name, your age, and where you're from?
Hi, everyone. I am Shaniece. I am 31 years old, about to be 32. What else you had?
Just your name, your age, and where you're from.
Okay. I was born in New York, the Bronx, but I moved to Pensacola, Florida at about 5 years old. So that's where I'm at right now.
All right, a Florida orange. All right. And real quick, you guys, I'm sorry, I actually had the camera facing the wrong way, but you guys should be seeing me now.
Yeah.
And so, okay, a Florida orange. Look at you.
Still an apple at heart. I'm still an apple at heart, though.
Not an apple. Okay, all right, apple. Look, we coming to that music. Look, I hope you're ready for that music topic, because I am coming at it with you.
Oh,
So, what is your eye disease, and then how long have you been dealing with it, and what is your vision like?
Okay, I have Retinitis Pigmentosa, RP for short. It is a degenerative disease that is usually genetic. I was born with it. No one in my family had it, though. They don't know where it came from. I was diagnosed at 6, and my sight is, for me, I can see, I have front vision, what's it called? Front vision. The disease affects your peripheral, but I do still have peripheral vision. It's just like certain areas are blind spots, or closer to the front of the eye, really, for me. It's like all around in a circle, which is like my lower vision. I can't see, so when I'm shaking someone's hands or if I'm walking, I usually trip over things that are lower than, forward-facing sight,
Right.
And then you can go to the side of me and completely disappear. Like right now, I have my hand up, and I don't see my hand. I see it on the camera, but for me, I don't see my hand until it gets right in front of my eyes.
Okay.
And I have night blindness, complete night blindness.
And that's what I always wanted to ask too. So when people say they have, I've heard other people like, oh, well, I can't drive at night. So when we say night blindness, you mean like everything goes black at night?
If there is light, I can see the light, and whatever the light is on top of, or like that kind of thing. But other than that, there is no light. I am totally blind. No matter what, totally. Even sometimes people say they see the stars and the moons and all that. I see the moon, but it doesn't help me at all. So everything's black, completely black.
Got you. Okay. Okay. So for those of us who are totally blind like myself, how would you physically describe yourself?
Okay, so I mean, I am mixed. I am Black and Puerto Rican. My skin tone takes more after my Spanish side, so it's lighter. It's like a lighter Puerto Rican, more yellowy, little tint of pink, I guess,
Okay.
Naturally, I have coiled hair. It goes to, if I pull it, it'll go, down to a little past my shoulders, but curly It goes like to my ears. But right
Okay.
now I have on a cute, blonde wig.
All right now. All
I think I
right.
have like, what they say, Angelina Jolie lips, but maybe a
Oh.
little bit better. And a Jennifer Lopez body with a little more butt.
Oh, look, and I was getting ready to say, ain't Jennifer Lopez known for her butt? So
A
all
little
right
more butt and a little more gut, but it's
now. All
okay.
right. So before we really get down to the nitty gritty, you said something about being a transplant from New York to Florida.
Yes.
So just as a little quid pro quo, I'm also a transplant from the north to the south.
Mm-hmm.
Who has the better music, Shaniece?
The North. I'm gonna have to give it to, okay, they're different kinds of music, right? If you're just trying to shake your butt and be sexy and chill, I say South. But if you're trying to party and have a good time and come up with different kind of dance moves and all that extra partying, I gotta give it to New York for sure.
Yeah. It's funny, I always tell people that like northern music, like I feel like is, even though it's rap and hip hop or whatnot, I still feel like it's something like you said that like, like I feel like the older generation dancing too. Like if they're gonna like, like I can see like people partner dancing on the floor
Yeah.
to older, or to northern music, whereas southern music, it's about getting out on the dance floor,
Yeah.
sweating and shaking and jiggling all over the place.
Yeah, I feel like North music is more what they rap about or sing about is life, right? Like what they've been through, what
Right.
they're going through. Whereas
Right.
Southern music is more about sex. I wanna do her. I wanna do him. I want money.
Right.
It's a
Right.
totally different kind of feel. I like it
Right.
all, but
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry when you said the whole apple to orange thing. I'm sorry. I had to jump in on that. So, all right. So, as we get this interview on the way, my first topic that I really wanted to discuss with you, I run into a lot of people in the blind community that always talk about the struggles and, I guess the rewards in some ways of having children and being blind. So I love to sit down with blind parents for them to give their experience with doing so. So you are a blind mom,
yes,
right?
yes.
And how old are your kids?
I have a 13-year-old, an 11-year-old, and a almost 1-year-old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, and you pretty much got like the teenager getting ready to go off into high school. You still kind of got your
and
kid.
a toddler. Yes.
Yeah. And so to have all of those different phases and be blind, what is it like as a blind mom dealing with that?
I forgot to mention that I wear glasses. I have pink glasses, so I do still have corrective vision.
Okay.
But when I became a mom, I was young. I got pregnant at 17. I gave birth at 18. So, of course, that's already a stressful situation. It's already, worried about people looking at you funny or, just kind of putting you down. And then add on to that the fact that I'm disabled. It never crossed my mind that I couldn't do the job. Because even as a little girl, I used to always tell my mom, Mommy, I want to have kids. I might not be able to wipe their nose to see that they have boogers, but I'll be able to do everything else.
Right.
I just feel like parenting isn't about what you can see, what you can hear. It's more about loving them, showing them love, supporting them, being there, and doing your best. Because physically, there's nothing wrong you can do. We all, even a sighted person, can make mistakes. So I don't feel like anybody should ever question whether they'll be a good parent based on their disability, because parenting is more than just our physical abilities. It's more of our emotional and the love,
Exactly. I know that I've actually talked to another blind parent, and it was funny because they said that the beauty that they felt behind parenting and being disabled was the fact that you were able to teach, or they were able to teach their kids more sympathy and more
Yes,
understanding towards the disabled community.
yes,
Yeah.
100%.
So, and again, I think for them, I think their sentiment was more, you see a lot of kids that just stare, or ask those,
And
little
point
kid
and
like,
question.
yeah, yeah. So, is that something that you've incorporated with your parenting style with your kids?
Um, yes, my kids have never really done that themselves, and I don't know why, but they never pointed or anything like that. And I kind of just, when we would watch TV, I would show them different people or YouTube or whatever, and be like, this is, sometimes people can't see, sometimes people can't hear, or just different things as they were younger, so that when they saw these, even in transgenders and stuff, I would show them
Mm-hmm.
that over TV and things like that in the home, so that when we were out, they would never have to question what they're seeing out, because I already was teaching them
Right.
these kind of things because I knew it was out there. Or when
Right.
I met my boyfriend, he has kids and they were younger. I remember being in a restaurant and his daughter pointing to someone, and I forgot what it was about. But she pointed to him, and I just politely grabbed her hand and whispered in her ear, everybody's different. He might have that on because that's what he likes, and we can't judge
Mm-hmm.
people for that. And she's
Right.
never done it again.
Right.
So
Right.
it's definitely a thing. I feel like also it teaches our kids to be secure with themselves. My kids don't worry about
Right.
what other people think of them. They're happy with who they are. And I don't feel like I
Mm-hmm.
taught that. I just think just being that role model for them. Not saying that I don't care about what people think of me, but just being that role model, like I'm here and I can't help this, and sometimes you can't help this. And if you see somebody bullying somebody because of this, you better step up.
Right.
So yeah.
Right. Right. I think it was very interesting that you talked about exposing your kids to different types of different groups and different lifestyles and stuff like that. I know that not too long ago, and I venture to want to say about a year and a half or maybe 2 years ago, and you have girls, so I'm sure you probably know this struggle as well. I know that Mattel, the Barbie company, started to incorporate different body
Yes.
sizes and different disabilities with their Barbie dolls as well. Um, if I am not mistaken, they actually have a blind Barbie
Oh, really?
with a cane and everything. Now I don't know if it's a special edition, but I do believe that there is a Barbie out there with a white cane. I even think that there is a paraplegic Barbie that comes with a wheelchair and
Yes.
everything.
See, I seen that one.
Right. So I know that there's also oh my God, I feel so horrible. How do I not know this woman's name? Because she's so iconic. I think they have a Helen Keller Barbie, if I'm not mistaken.
They do. I've seen
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
Seen that.
So is that something that, and you have daughters of different ages.
Yes.
So would that be something that you could see, like maybe with your youngest? Would that be something that, or another way that you would expose them
Oh
to
yeah,
different
definitely,
things?
definitely. Because not only Barbie, but they actually have bigger baby dolls that have that too, like the American Girl
Really?
dolls and stuff. And you could
Oh
buy
wow.
the little wheelchair and everything.
Really? All right,
Definitely.
Mattel. I see Mattel. Okay, I see. Look, Barbie on the come up now.
Yeah.
All right, now,
They're
shoot.
definitely making it, more out there. I wish they would do more with blind though. Blindness. I don't think they
Right.
do enough for blindness.
Right.
Like
Right.
even with glasses. Glasses are still not
Mm-hmm.
considered beautiful. They need to change that too.
I 100% agree. So, before we move on to the next topic, if you could give advice or any type of word of encouragement or anybody or anything to a blind individual who is considering having kids, what would be one thing that you would say?
I would say to them, like I would say to anybody, blind or not, make sure it's with the right person. Make sure that you are
Right.
financially stable, and prepare yourself not only for all the whining, the crying, the diapers, but also all the love, all the independence because it's nothing like being a parent. No one can tell you you're doing anything wrong. It's your way, and it's an instinct. I didn't get taught how to be a mom. I just became a mom and did what I was supposed to do because what my brain, my body, my mind, what it was telling me to do, how to love them, how I wanted to love them because of how I want to be loved. So that I would tell anybody that. I don't think it has to be defined. If you're disabled, just go for it.
That is so
Raise
powerful. That is so powerful. Wow, Shaniece, that is so powerful. Oh. Well, before I start the waterworks, and only because like this ain't about me. Okay, so Shaniece, so I met you on the lovely app TikTok.
Yes.
You yourself are actually starting to get a little bit of a following behind you, young
Yeah, she's
lady.
been kind of popular.
Just a little bit, you know, just a little bit.
Yeah.
What has your experience been like on TikTok so far?
My experience. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, you're good. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, I don't. Hold on one second. I don't think I can hear you anymore.
Hello.
One second. Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, there we go. Okay, sorry.
All right, got you. Okay,
Sorry
no, you're
about
good.
that. So going on TikTok, it was what started me was seeing other blind creators and them telling their stories, and me saying to myself, "Oh, I got a story. I have a crazy story. I want to get out there and I want to tell it." My biggest thing is not to reach adult blind people. While that is good, I really want to reach the kids. Being a disabled kid, it was pretty rough.
Right.
And so I want to help get those kids, give them confidence. I never knew there were kids like me. I thought I knew, of course there were other blind people, but being in my city, I felt like I was the only kid in my city. So going on TikTok, it was for that reason, to tell my story, to show other people like, hey, yeah, you know what, there's a lot of us. And also with the spectrum, showing that I'm still considered legally blind, even though I have glasses, even though it's corrective vision, I have corrective vision, but it's still not enough.
Right. You can hear me good, right, Shaniece?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, go ahead.
And so going on there, I never thought that 100 followers made me happy. I never thought I would get to 1,000. Every 100 made me happy, and it made me feel even better when women would reach out to me and say, thank you, because you encouraged me to talk to my kids about my disability or my vision. Because I never did that on purpose for that. It was just showing my life and me talking to my kids. So while I didn't think it was going to be bigger or that I was going to make a difference, it feels so good that I'm actually on there making a difference and also learning myself, because there's a lot of things that I didn't know about myself, as far as shame and things like that. And meeting so many new people and actually going places, and I'm just happier. I'm just so much happier.
Yeah. And you know, I always admire so many people who take that step out on faith to say, hey, I'm out here because I want to see a change. I want to be able to affect those lives. And it's funny because I actually watched a TikTok video, and it was this guy, and he was ranting and all of that stuff, but he said, regardless of if he had 6 followers, 60 followers, or 6,000 followers, he was still going to get out there and make that message. And that's what I take away from what you just said.
Yes.
I know me personally, sometimes I'm like, oh, is anybody even listening? But it's always those times when you want to give up that somebody goes, keep it up, I'm listening, don't give up. So
yeah. And it makes me happy. I enjoy what I like my own videos.
Right.
That's a big thing. I could watch myself a couple times, and it gives, like, I was really insecure. I didn't feel good about wearing glasses on pictures or on video, but putting myself out there on TikTok and doing that, it's making me feel so much more secure with myself and how I look.
Yeah. And the beauty behind that too is that you recognize, or at least I know I've recognized, that there's so many people out there who are just like you.
Exactly.
Just like you.
Yeah.
And so you speak for so many people. So, okay. If you could make, I don't want you to give away none of your secrets, my question was going to be, if you could make, or if you have participated in a TikTok challenge, what has been your favorite so far?
All the dancing ones.
Right.
I like to do all the dancing ones. I'm learning how to edit really good. I think I'm pretty good at it. So editing things, and I just enjoy all that stuff.
Okay. Okay.
Doing that
Yeah.
twerking, you know.
Oh. All right now. All right. Shoot. Look. You said you was working with more than J-Lo, so you already
Yeah,
know what J-Lo was known for. So you got to get out there and
exactly. I'm a
represent.
little,
That's right.
yeah, I'm a little more than her. Maybe a lot more.
So, moving this train right along, one of the great things, and you kind of touched on it a second ago, about being able to inspire other people and other parents, stuff like that, you actually were able to become a part of a group of women, otherwise known as the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pain.
Yes.
Where did this idea come from, and how has it been? Because you guys have actually taken a trip,
Yes.
which was amazing to me. So where did all of this come from, and where do you guys see yourself going in the future?
Well, it started with Vicky on TikTok asking people, blind people, if they want to start chats with each other and just have like a support group. When I first got into it or signed it, when I first commented on there, I did not think she was gonna pick me. I was like, out of all people, why would she pick me? I probably was at like maybe 600 followers at that point. So I'm like, she don't know me. She's not gonna pick me. She's gonna pick the bigger people, She had created a mom group, and then it started off with like maybe 20 something moms. I was the first person to talk on there. I was.
Okay.
Can you believe it? I was the first one to talk on there. I started the boat of talking. Then everybody introduced themselves, started conversating, and then the conversations got deeper. Then they got deeper, and then they got deeper until it was like, okay, I just want everybody to know this is a safe space. We will not judge each other. And then once that was said and everybody agreed, people just started kind of falling out. Some people they wouldn't be on there where they wouldn't be as active, and others would. It led down to us 10, just staying on there talking all night, all day, all night for maybe a week and a half before we were like, I feel like I'm dating somebody that I'm in love with, but I don't want to tell them I'm in love too early. So I was like, I kind of want to tell y'all I love y'all, but I know it's kind of too soon. And then one of them was like, girl, you can take it. I love you too. So it just started off like that, and then I don't know what made us say let's go. It was just being moms, right? We work a lot as far as being a mom. Maybe some of us do not have actual jobs, but being a mom is a full-time job. And anybody who doesn't think so, then give yourself one day. I bet you wouldn't last a week, because I don't get not one break. Even going to work is a break from your kids, So I'm doing it 24/7. So we're like, I wish we were on a vacation, we should go on a trip. And then they were like, you know what, let's plan something. And it just happened so fast. They were ready that first week or the second week, and I was like, I'm kind of already going on vacation. I'm going on vacation already, guys, because I was going to New York for my cousin's wedding. And we picked a day in August, and they gave us plenty of time to really get to know each other,
Right.
And we decided to pick a place that wasn't so crowded, so busy, so that we could get to know each other's strengths and weaknesses. And that's how we ended up going on our trip.
Okay, wow. Let me tell you guys something. I think, even aside from other women, I think you guys inspired so many blind people, because you don't hear a lot of that.
Yeah.
You don't hear a lot of people just jump up and say, you know what? You spin the globe, and I want to go here, and you just pick a place, and you go. All of you guys were blind.
Yes.
Blind, and you guys were out there doing it. You're shopping, you're going out on the beach,
it was a great
dancing.
time.
Yeah. So again, kudos to you guys. And I know if nobody else has said it, I know that you guys inspired me to be able to say, you know what? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
If they can do it, I know I can do it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yes,
fun.
yes, yes.
I've had friends for years who were sighted friends and never went on vacation with them. Never traveled nowhere with them. But to go with like 9 other strangers on a
Mm-hmm.
trip, it just empowered. I didn't want to leave. Coming back home, I
Right.
don't want to go back to responsibility. I did not want. It was hard. I was the first to leave, so it was very hard to leave them. I just felt like I was gonna miss out. Like, oh, I don't want to leave them. I don't want to go by myself.
Right. So, okay, will there be another sisterhood trip? Maybe
Yes.
sometime in the future.
Yes.
Okay.
We plan on doing something like once a year as a group
Okay.
to each other's states.
Okay.
And then randomly, like we'll pick a state out the hat. So Florida's down and we gotta go, to the next one.
Okay. And before I end this topic real quick and give you the opportunity to ask me something. So I instantly, when I hear Traveling Cane, I think of the Yaya Sisterhood and the travel. Is that what it was? The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pan?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a cane. And right now it's in Alaska with Anisha.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And when we meet again, she will have to pass it on.
Okay.
So she never had a cane before. She never had a cane. She never.
Oh, wow.
She was talking about getting a cane. She was supposed to get a cane after coming back. So it just so happened that it landed on her. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't have a cane either. And I was like, please don't beat me. I'm not ready. But I did get me a cane though. I do have a cane now, but then I wasn't ready. I didn't want it.
Right. Oh, wow. That is so cool.
Yeah, so it's gonna travel. It's travelable. And it's not a folding one, so you have to use it.
Oh, wow, even better. So this ain't like a collapsible, you put it in your pocket type
Nope,
deal.
she had to use it the whole plane ride home.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
That's what's up. Wow. Well, can I just say, I really feel like I learned a little bit more about you today.
Oh,
and I don't know why you were so nervous, because you did great. I don't understand
Thank you.
what.
I don't know why either.
But I will say this, like always, before I get ready to close this out, before I turn the table to let you ask me something, if anybody wants to follow you on TikTok or any other social media platforms, where can they find you at?
I am on TikTok as Shaniece_Nieves, and most of my stuff is my name. My brand is my name, except for my Instagram, but I'm gonna change that soon.
Okay. So, the moment of truth.
Yes.
You can ask me one question, and I will answer it to the best of my ability. So, what question do you have for me?
Okay. This question was asked to me, so now I want to pass it on to you.
Okay.
If you could say anything to the sighted community, what would you say?
In efforts with our blindness, I'm assuming.
Yes. Anything.
Okay. I would definitely say recognize that your words and your actions carry weight. My stepmother once told me that a lot of times we don't recognize that what we do and how we carry ourselves affects you put off energy into the world, and so you never know what somebody else is dealing with. Yes. To you, a question might just be a question, or to you, being sarcastic or silly may just be you being sarcastic or silly.
Yes.
But you don't recognize that the other person, it could destroy them. Or it could essentially be that one comment that sends them over the edge. So I would just definitely say, just be aware of what you say, how you treat others, just period, how you conduct yourself and how you treat others. And, we all are on this earth to help one another. Yes. However the helping is going to take place. So, just keep that in mind, I think. And I think at the end of the day, the world ultimately will end up being a better place for all of us if we just keep that in mind and take that into consideration.
Yes.
So,
that was better than mine. My answer was like, hey, we here. We blind, we hear, and we come in all shades, sizes,
Right.
sighted, blind, whatever.
But you know what though, and that actually is. But I will say that actually is a good point because I really feel like a lot of people, maybe not all, but a lot of people feel like it's one really cookie cutter way of looking at blindness, and that's it.
I think majority they feel that way. Majority.
Right. And so that's my only thing. It's funny, y'all. If you got Amazon, go shop on it. I said one of the things that I wanted to do with all of my friends is get a T-shirt because I ordered off of Amazon, and it says, "This is what blind looks like." And I just wanted to get different people to wear that shirt just so that people can see that it is not one type. It doesn't come in one size that fits all. It's not a certain look or a certain attitude or a certain style. We all are different, just like everybody else.
Well, you know, our friend Marianne is actually coming out with something her own.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yes.
This artist, Marianne.
Yes. Blindness is a spectrum.
All right, Marianne, we see you. So, all right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in into another episode of This Is Us. You guys take care, and we'll be hollering at you later.
Peace. Bye.